Welcome everybody, one and all. I am Josh Fuller and you are listening to This Week in Texas Music. This is an extension of our radio show that broadcasts live on 99.7 FM in the Montgomery County and surrounding areas. We have also extended that now to podcast form. We are glad to have you along. Every week we celebrate Texas music. We celebrate the scene, we celebrate the people, we celebrate the new artists, we celebrate the old artists that made this thing possible, made Texas music the powerhouse that it is today. This is a celebration of Texas music, the songwriters, the producers, the singers, the guitar players, the guy that picks up the drumstick when it drops on the floor. Welcome to This Week in Texas Music. Let's get to the show. K-Star Country 99.7, welcome to another episode of This Week in Texas Music with another great guest. Actually, this one's kind of cool because we've known each other for many years. Our paths have crossed here and there, but we've been Facebook and social media friends forever, and he has a great presence on there, and it's always fun to follow his stories. Y'all welcome everybody. Cooper Wade to This Week in Texas Music. How are you?
Good, man. I'm great. Good seeing you.
I'm glad you could finally make it up.
Thanks
here.
for having me up. No, I appreciate it. It's been a long time. Good to see you.
You too, man. So I think the last time, I was trying to think of it, last time, pretty sure it was a Charlie Diggs event, and you were out there playing acoustic in the middle of a field.
Probably.
And I wanted to meet you, but you were the one playing at the time. And I think we all got behind you and were making silly faces while people took pictures of you.
Surely not. I can't imagine
that. Can't imagine that would happen?
No.
Well, it happened, just so you know.
I'm sure.
So you've been at this a really, really long time.
I started when I was 2, so I'm only 28 now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Well,
20, this is, let's see.
You're barely older than your kids.
Barely, yeah. It was a miraculous thing.
You started everything early.
It wasn't a Jesus thing, but it was a miraculous thing. So we started doing this professionally in 2008.
Okay.
So what is that, 18 years
It's a long year? Yeah, that maths. Yeah. Wow,
I took off my boots. I used my toes and everything. Get it right.
So, what number single is this for you? Because I know you were constantly pounding the radio for a while, and then you kind of laid off for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't honestly know, Josh.
Okay.
What number this is?
All right.
If I guessed 12, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's what you're here for. You're promoting the new single that you love Jesus. Well, let's say it right. I love Jesus, but I drink a little.
Yeah. So Tim Nichols and Bree Bagwell wrote this song.
Okay.
Yeah, and a couple years ago. And
Texas Tim Nichols?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not Nashville Tim Nichols.
Yes.
Texas
Perfect.
Tim Nichols.
Perfect.
And
okay.
So Tim sent it to me. He's like, man, you got to check out this song, me and Bree wrote.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, when can I cut it? And he goes, well, we're gonna pitch it to Nashville, and we think somebody big. I'm like, oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it. Because when I heard it, I was like, Brad Paisley would make this song a smash hit. I mean, it really would.
And he still can, but let's let you get the.
He better pay me for what I've recorded. First, so I can, whatever. But so then like last year, he was like, hey man, nobody's picked it up. And I said, well, I really want to cut it. I still want to cut it. And so they finally said, yeah, you can do it. And so we went in the studio and recorded it. And dude, I'm telling you, everybody loves it. The live shows, everybody loves it. It's a great, fun song. All that good stuff.
And it's only been out a couple of weeks, and it's already zooming up the charts.
I was shocked at how fast. Because, it's been a while since I released a single.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think the last one we did. Probably in the middle of the second verse, which was probably 5-6 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And so, you've got kiddos. When your kids get in those certain years, you're kind of like, man, I better eat this up now because then it's going to be gone.
That's kind of the phase I'm in with myself right now.
Yeah. So the kids at my house are gone. It's like, okay, now I can get back to doing what I like to do.
Oh,
so, no regrets, though. No regrets. I never missed anything with my kids. And, it was funny when I started out doing this in 2008 to do it professionally. I thought, I want to be the next Brad Paisley, Kenny Chesney, the next big one.
Right.
And then I started seeing what it takes to get to that level and how much you have to be gone from your kids and from home. And I said, you know what? God called me to be a daddy first.
Yep.
And everything else goes behind that. And so
totally
I just kind of went to God and said, hey, dude, I'm tired of pushing this. If you want this to happen, then you do it.
Yep.
But I am going to love my kids as much as I can, and I have no regrets. And I'm not a big star, and I don't make millions of dollars, but I pay my bills, and my kids know me, and it's a good thing.
That is good. We'll dive into that a whole lot more coming up on the second part of the interview because I totally get that, and I think I'm 100% in a parallel life with you with all that stuff. So that's really cool. So you guys make sure to listen to this single. We're playing it here on K-Star for sure. I love Jesus, but I drank a little.
And I know you love Jesus.
I do love Jesus.
And you drink a little.
And I drink a little.
And so I brought you one of our official single shirts. I love Jesus, but I drink a little. So you can you can wear that anytime you want. You know,
I'm gonna wear it like this for the remainder.
You
of
don't need
portion.
to do that.
Yeah. Check him out, y'all. It's Cooper Wade. Where can they go find all your music and your socials and stuff?
So we're on all the typical socials: Facebook, X, Instagram. What's the other one?
Blue Sky.
MySpace. We don't do MySpace anymore. Instagram
Anywhere.
and
Snapchat, TikToks.
I don't do Snapchat. I'm too old for that.
I don't do it.
My kids are like, you need to get on there. I'm like, okay, so I get on there. I'm like, what is all this?
No, I don't like TikTok. It's too sneaky. The whole thing is designed to disappear, so there's no evidence. That's weird to me.
So I do some TikToks. Most of the TikToks though are me and Anna Kate, my daughter. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But me and Anna put some videos out and have some fun, all that kind of stuff. So so we're also on iTunes and Amazon and Spotify and Pandora and all those all those deals. So y'all can go check it out.
Yeah, please do check that out, and also check out the rest of the interview and the podcast as soon as the show's off the air tonight at midnight. It will be posted, and anywhere you get your podcast, just search for This Week in Texas Music. It's on there. If you like the video parts, you can see that on Spotify, on YouTube. If you just like to sit there and listen to it, it's on all your Amazons and your iHearts and all that stuff. So check that out. And Cooper, thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure, brother. Thanks for having me.
We'll continue this right after here. Y'all don't go anywhere. Well, y'all can go anywhere, but come back and watch the rest of this show. I guarantee you it's going to be a fun one. All right, welcome back to another episode of This Week in Texas Music. I'm your host, Josh Fuller, and we have Cooper Wade in here with us. And the first part of the interview was awesome. And now we get to just kind of get relaxed a little bit and get into the nitty-gritty and just talk about whatever we want to talk about.
I'm an open book.
Yeah, man. So just to let everybody know a little bit about you, you said you started when you were 2 years old. And I didn't actually know this about you until I kind of went and looked at your website. I just wanted to refresh myself. I didn't know you played multiple instruments and that you actually tried to play multiple instruments during your shows.
Yep.
Including the drums and everything else.
So I started playing piano when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
And my mom made me take lessons. And of course, as any boy does who's also an athlete, they try to quit. They're like, "Dude, Mom, this is not cool. Like, I'm leaving football practice in my football pants and going to piano lessons."
It's kind of weird. It's mixed signals.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm going to quit. And she was like, "No, you're not. You're not going to quit. I'm not going to let you quit. You're too good at this. You have a gift." And so I was like, all right, whatever. Then I get to sixth grade. I start playing the drums. And I was like, man, this is fun.
That's fun.
Playing the drums. That's awesome. I was already beating on stuff all over the all over the dashboard of the car and all that kind of stuff. And then I got into high school and I was like, all right, I'm done with that. I'm gonna play sports. She was like, no, you're not gonna quit that either. And I'm like, dude, what is up? I want to just be I want to be a professional, sports player.
Right.
I think I'm not the right build, speed, whatever.
I don't know if y'all can get this on camera. He's built.
I wasn't this big back then.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, you've got a gift, and I want you to keep doing it. And so my junior year, I broke my ankle, and I was pretty much done with sports. And so my senior year, I just focused on music and got a scholarship to Baylor.
Oh, wow.
To go be a percussion major. So I got a percussion scholarship, get a percussion degree. I have a minor in piano and voice, and then I started playing the guitar when I was about 15. I picked it up and just kind of self-taught, chords and all that kind of stuff. I'm not as good as like a Josh Fuller on the guitar, but I can chord my way out of just about anything.
I play guitar I tell everybody I play guitar out of self-defense.
I play because you can't take a keyboard on a hayride. I'm like,
that's true.
I gotta have electricity. So I call myself a hack guitar player.
Okay.
I can kind of hack through anything. But so at the live shows, we do a lot of times set up the piano, the keyboard, and I'll do some songs from the piano. I love doing love songs.
Yeah,
like, that's my deal. You can call me sissy all you want. I love romantic comedies. I love good love stories. I love that stuff. So I love sitting at the piano and doing love ballads. I could just play those all night long.
I can see that happening. I feel the pressure. Let me ask you this then, musician to musician. I feel like the best songs I write are my ballads.
Yeah.
However, I feel like when I'm doing a show, I am scared to break the energy and bring everybody down with a ballad. And so my best ballads get kind of just left in the tank. If you want to hear them, you got to buy the album.
Totally.
And I don't do it necessarily on purpose. I do it. It literally is me just trying to not force the crowd to come down from their good time.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Because like on our first album, we have 2 really good ballads. Don't Walk Away, which is the title track, which was a great single on Texas radio and all that kind of stuff. Did really well. We rarely play that show at live shows. I have a love song that I wrote called She's Perfect for Me. Nice acoustic finger picking, love. Great song. One of my favorite songs that I've ever written.
Right.
We hardly ever play that show live.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's funny. But you get into, like on our first album, Don't Flirt with a Texas Man. Huge crowd favorite. We always play that song, And so the upbeat fun stuff, because it's fun and it's hype. And I mean, I tell people all the time, y'all have worked your tails off all week long at your job, with your family. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you've worked your tail off, with kids and all that. So when you come out on Friday or Saturday night, you want to let loose and have some fun.
Exactly.
And so that's what I want to do is I want to promote an environment. Hey, we're having a good time. Everybody's dancing, having fun, whatever. I like you said, I don't want to take them down to where they're like, oh my gosh, like a dirge. Like this is so boring. But there's so many good, slow love songs out there.
And you can get away with it maybe at some song swaps, depending on how it's promoted, I guess. If it's a show like Come Get Intimate with Cooper Wade, you know, and
totally.
And all that, maybe during the holiday time or stuff like that, where people are feeling sentimental, they're gonna be in the right headspace.
Valentine's Day, which we just had, those are easy. So what I try to do is when I do a set list, I do a lot of the upbeat stuff, and then I'll go to maybe a medium paced, and then I might do one ballad and then take it right back up, and then try to do some more, and then maybe one ballad and take it back up. So because I mean, we've all been to shows where it's like, I just want to punch myself in the face because the guys just makes me want to cry. Yeah. And I hate that. It's a great song.
Yeah.
But man, I'm in a fun upbeat mood, and this guy's bringing me down.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's that. Or
totally get it.
You try to avoid the opportunity for them to go to the bathroom. They go to the bathroom. For me,
or leave.
Here's how exact. Well, that's where I was getting. So in my brain, here's the chain of events. It goes, okay, this song is kind of bringing me down. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna check stuff. Maybe hit the bar. I'm gonna check my phone. Oh, look, they're having a good time over there. Hey, are y'all still there? Yeah, we're still here. Come on. All right, I will. This guy's kind of bringing me down. Over one song. And then they leave. And that's kind of how the chain of events go in my head. So I'm like, okay, I cannot give them an opportunity to look at their phone.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's a good, maybe you should encourage people recording you then. Instead of everybody saying, please don't, put your phones down and enjoy the moment.
Y'all record this song.
Record this song.
This good slow song.
Yes, exactly.
So you don't leave.
And then they won't leave because they won't check with their friends. But that's how it goes in my head. And so it just makes me panic whenever I'm trying to throw in a ballad. But I feel like I've got some really good ballads out there. And
it's hard if you play, like we love playing dance halls. Yeah. Because I love seeing people dance.
Absolutely.
So when we're not playing our stuff, we're playing 80s, 90s country, good dance hall stuff where everybody's out there polishing their buckles and all that kind of stuff. So we love that. But when you play a good listening room or, you're doing a concert where people are not just there just to dance, you feel like you can go, okay, look, I'm going to show you a part of me that a lot of people don't get to see, a more vulnerable part that I know that all of you have too, but sometimes we're just too macho to admit. It's it's okay.
I totally get
It's okay to feel this way about your wife or your girlfriend. It's okay to be this in love with somebody.
Yep.
Because for me, music speaks for people that don't know how to speak in some of those emotional languages. I mean, I hear songs I'm going, I've wanted to say that forever. I just didn't know how to say it out loud.
Exactly.
That's what that song does.
And we come from the time of mixtapes where that's what you would do when you were younger. You sit there and listen to
those days, man.
You listen
I never
to
had to buy
Casey
anything.
Yeah.
You just recorded a mixtape. Here you go, baby. I made this just for you.
This is what I've been trying to tell you right here.
If I had that today, my wife would go, well, what do you do? You're in trouble. What did you do?
Why is the first song Let's Get It On? Wait.
The only song,
Put that at the end.
Yeah.
Put that one at the end. Yo, man. Yeah. Speaking of venues and different types of venues, I wanted to make sure people knew that you're going to play the Wine Garden down there at the HLSR.
Yeah, this is
HLSR this year.
Yeah. That's a labor of love. It's a long day, but we're there Monday night, March the 16th, full band, which is the same night as Cross Canadian Ragweed on the main stage.
Awesome.
So that'll be fun. This is, I think, our 16th year to play the Wine Garden in a row. So it's
you're doing two. Are you doing the 9th as well?
I'm doing the 9th, just solo acoustic on the solo stage. So that's a lot different show. Obviously, it's me. You're gonna hear stories, jokes, more interaction just with the crowd, kind of like we're in the living room of my house. Just kind of sitting there.
Those are the best.
But yeah, those are fun. But for me, I love having the full band. I love having my fiddle, my electric guitar, my bass and drums. Man, it's so much fun. Those guys are so good. And
who's in your band? Give them a quick little shout.
So I got Todd Parsons on fiddle. He also plays mandolin, does background vocals. Todd's been with me for more than 12 years.
Okay.
Chris Frege is on lead guitar, also background vocals. He's been with me. He's the newest member of the band, probably 8 years.
Okay. I got a bass player like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Glenn Kay is my bass player. Glenn's been with me for over 12 years. And Mario Calderon is my drummer. Mario's been with me for easily over 10 years.
Yeah,
so
he's been around a long time.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, we're a good family, man. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't drink much, we don't party much, we're not chasing skirts. We just love playing music for folks and everybody having a good time. And we've been able to do it for a long time and all over Texas. And so we have a blast doing it together.
Yeah, I can imagine being with the right guys. And same with me and my band. And I'm sure it's funny. I kind of still feel weird about calling them my band because I'm not playing a lot of full band shows right now. But if I send them a text right now and say, "Are you available Friday?" They're like, "Yes."
Yep.
I mean, they're ready. But they're loyal. You know what you're going to get when they show up, and it's going to be a fun time. It's your best.
Well, not only are they great musicians,
they're
just great dudes,
right?
Overall, they're great fathers
dudes.
and husbands, and they're just great people. Like I could call in and go, "Hey man, I'm having a hard time with this," and they go, "Hey man, let's talk about it."
Yeah,
they're just great people.
Oh yeah, my lead guitarist is my therapist.
When you get to do life with those kind of people, man, it makes it a whole lot more enjoyable.
It does. And Dylan Steen.
Gosh, been with Dylan for a long time. He's been my promoter for a long time,
dude. And I've followed him since he started promoting people.
Yeah.
And I just loved. I mean, especially when he first started, every artist spoke for every artist. It was kind of like this big team effort to get not only their own names out, but get Dylan's name out for promotions. But he always has these little drops of wisdom and stuff on the internet. And yesterday I had to reshare his post. It said, if you look at your circle of friends and they don't inspire you, they're not your circle, they're your cage.
Yeah.
And that goes back to what we were just talking about with the band. And it's so hard to find the right band members that keep everybody moving and going.
And musicians are hard to work with.
They are. They are.
We're a different group of people.
You're supposed to be proud of yourself without an ego, and that's a hard balance.
It is. and when you're in a band and there's a front man like me, it's hard for those guys, I'm sure, sometimes be like, God, why is this guy getting all the spotlight?
Exactly. Why is it about him? Well, because my name's on the marquee.
Yeah. And I'm the one paying for the albums. I'm the one paying for the sound system and the light system and the bus. And I'm investing a lot of money into our group, but I let them know that I am not near as good without them.
Exactly.
This is not me doing solo shows all over the world. I'm not that exciting. I'm not that good.
Right.
But when we come out and do a full band show and those guys are there with me, man, it makes me look 20 times better than I am.
Yep, absolutely. How does that saying go about the sum of the parts or something? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you as a person, you're great and you're fine, but your musical career couldn't happen the way it has happened without the right team, being your band, being your promoters, bring whoever you bring into it. To help you manage your brand. And it's great when you can do that and put all those pieces together, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable. I mean, I had those rough moments where you just had that toxic band member, and it's terrible.
I've had a few.
You don't even want to do it
anymore. Not many,
but
a few. Yeah. No,
and then when you finally find those right guys, man, you gotta take care of them.
My wife can tell you when she's come to a show and things are not good on stage because she can tell in my body language and how. Because I tell the guys, look, you do your thing.
Yep.
I'm not going to micromanage you. Y'all are all talented musicians. My job is to interact with the crowd and make sure I'm doing that part. And she can tell when I'm not able to do that part because I'm worried about what's going on behind me and I don't feel comfortable. And she'll say, I can tell you weren't in your element tonight.
Yeah.
I was worried about this and I was worried about that. And this guy was pissing me off and da-da-da. And she's like, I could tell.
Yeah. I'm not proud of it, but I have a sure tell. And if anybody's ever seen it at a show, I apologize that I wasn't being good that day. But when I'm playing music, I never stop moving.
Yeah.
If you see me standing perfectly still and not even my foot's tapping, something else is going on in this head that isn't happy with what's going on this stage. And luckily that hadn't happened in a while. Usually it hadn't happened with my band for a while. It'll usually happen after the third person's tried to get on stage and use my microphone while I'm doing a show, or coming up and asking, play this song while you're literally singing a song.
Yeah.
Come on, people.
human jukebox. That's all you are.
That's all you are. But at least let me finish the song.
Yep.
How do you expect me to hear you whisper in my ear a song you want me to play while I'm literally delivering lyrics?
That's why I love using ear monitors. Because I can point and go, I can't hear you. I have ear I can't hear you.
So great. So
Even
great.
if they're off.
Not, I was going to say, they're not even plugged in.
Right.
You just got them now.
Yeah.
They're cosmetic only.
It's the one easy out. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. So besides all the instruments and all that stuff you play and how long you've been playing music, I know that you are also very involved with causes like Children's Hospital and stuff like that. Probably due to the fact that you have your own special needs daughter that that you've had to raise, and you've done a great job with it. Like you said, your posts with you and her are awesome. They're always fun. So
she's a little toot, man.
Yeah.
I don't know where she gets it. She is a little toot and a ham, and she likes the camera. I have no idea where she would get some of that. I have
no idea, huh?
idea.
No, it can't be genetic.
Her mom always, will say, she's like, "This is your fault. You have raised her this way. This is your fault." I'm like, I know.
So does your wife try to kind of avoid spotlight and attention?
Yeah. We've got, so Anna's mom and I are divorced.
Okay.
And so her mom is great behind the scenes, and, we work as a team because we call it Team Anna. We have to, because we're going to be doing this as long as we have Anna, as a team. And so we work that. And then, my wife is much more comfortable behind the scenes as well. She doesn't like the spotlight. She doesn't sing or anything, so we're not going to bring her up on stage and make her sing or nothing. But yeah, she's a financial advisor, so she runs all the finances in the house, which is great for me because I hate dealing with all that stuff. So I'm just like, here's my check. I have no idea how much it was. You just take care of it and do whatever you're supposed to do with it. And
here's how many miles we traveled. Here's what I paid the band.
Yeah. She's like, why do you keep eating at Waffle House all the time? I'm like, shh, don't worry about that. This is what we do. But so having Anna is a huge blessing,
I've seen several times that she's got to do it now. I don't know how, if maybe I just was late to the party, but getting to running marathons and stuff. Well, there's a guy I know that has done it with her for several times.
It's her stepdad.
It's their stepdad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So her stepdad is a cross country and track coach.
Yeah.
And he runs marathons and all of that kind of stuff. And so we had seen Team Hoyt, which is Dick Hoyt and his son, and they were father-son, and the son had cerebral palsy, which is the same thing that Anna has. And so they were doing triathlons and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, baby, look, let me just admit, my body's not built for,
I'm not a runner.
Speed or distance. My body's built for buffets. If you want to go eat stuff, I'm your man. But so Sean, like I said, came and said, hey, I really want to do this with Anna. I think she wants to do it. I'm like, great. I will support you. I will cheer you guys on. I'll be there to help pick her up and move her and stuff. Like, I'm the lift guy. I'm the strong guy.
Yeah.
You go run stuff.
That's
if
awesome.
I'm running, then I'm probably somebody's chasing me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically
But
it.
I don't see you running from someone chasing you.
Hopefully not. I'm too old to run anymore, Josh.
No, just turn and face it. Be the buffalo in the storm, man.
No, so Anna, she said she wanted me to do a 5K with her, which is like 3.2 miles.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
You got that.
I'll do that. And so we did our first 5K back in September. We did the Spartan race last year, which is 20 obstacles and a 5K all mixed together.
Wow.
So you run a little bit, do an obstacle, run a little bit. So I was like, that's cool because I can run a little bit, and by the time I get out of breath, we're at the next obstacle.
Right.
But I'm the lift. And so we have a team who actually going to do it again this year on Sunday, March the 15th.
Okay.
So the day before we play the Wine Garden, I got to go do the Spartan race. And so we take Anna out of her chair, and we make sure she does every obstacle.
Oh, wow.
Some of them were like scaling 12-foot tall walls, going up over all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was pretty intense.
That's awesome.
But she loves it.
Man.
And so I reached out to a group of my folks, a lot of them I know at the gym and things like that. And I'm like, hey, I need y'all's help. And they're like, absolutely, we'll do it with you and Anna. So I've got a pretty strong, fit team.
That's great, man.
And girls and guys, the girls basically are the pushers that help push from station to station. Yeah. And the guys are in the back kind of getting their wind again so we can start lifting again. But we're going to do that again. So it's going to be fun.
Man, I guess I did a similar thing called Warrior Dash many years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm a perfectly abled person, so I don't know, or not perfectly. I was pretty able. Then I was pretty able.
I'm somewhat able today.
I'm somewhat able now. So that's so awesome though that y'all can provide her those experiences.
Oh yeah. So we're looking into a place because I promised her that we'd go snow skiing because we've taken the boys snow skiing and she hasn't gotten to go yet. And I was like, baby, I promise you, I'm going to find an adaptive snow ski place. And so we're looking at a couple different places right now. So that hopefully next year when it snows, I can take her and she can go down the mountain on an adaptive skiing apparatus.
Wow.
She's going to love it. Because we've done water slides, we've done roller coasters. I mean, she's a daredevil. She loves that kind of stuff. And so I was like, you know what? As long as I can make it happen, we will do it.
I love it, man. And I hope that music is a kind of a, to me, it's even cooler that, and maybe you don't see it this way, but here's how I'm seeing it in my head, is that music is awesome. It's great. It's something fun for you to do, but it almost is a catalyst for you to get to do some of this stuff with her.
Totally.
And maybe provide either the money or the experiences or just the connections of people you've gotten to meet. And it kind of goes back to what you were talking about earlier with just kind of asking God, like, what's my role? Like, what am I here for? We all think we know what we're here to do. And, especially being a musician, 1,000 times you hear, oh, God gave you a gift. God gave you a gift. Mm-hmm. I heard Steve Harvey make a cool observation one time. He's like, God did give you that gift, but that gift ain't for you.
Right. You got to give it away.
You got to give it away. That gift, he gave it to you, but it's for them. Mm-hmm. It's not for you. And when I see other people doing that and living that, I admire it. I respect it a whole lot.
Yeah, no, I think that the music life, I mean, and you've been doing it for a long time. It's not easy. It's a struggle. And, when I was first starting out in 08, 09, 2010, we were doing singles and I'm doing radio tour all over Texas and I'm losing money like crazy by just filling up the van with gas and staying in cheap hotels. I mean, I stayed in some hotels that were so bad, I looked for dead bodies under the bed. Like, it's that disgusting.
Yeah.
But in that whole thing, you do meet so many people. And so now that I wouldn't say that I've made it or anything like that, but I'm much more well-known. I've made a lot more contacts and relationships. That has helped on the Anna side. We've made a ton of relationships with people with special needs.
Right.
And so we've done, benefits and we've helped people and we've, grouped people together. Hey, you do therapy and you have a kid that needs therapy. I'm going to put y'all two together. Yeah. And it's been amazing. The platform that God has given me in music has opened so many other doors to help other people. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help people. I mean, that's the bottom line. We really are. It's not about us. It's not about the name. It's not about the lights. It's not about the paychecks. It's about being here and influencing other people's lives in a positive way and helping other people. And that's what we get to do. And so I love it.
I agree 100%, man. It's we're a vehicle for, it's awesome. I love all of that. Man. All right. Well, let me see here. What else did I write down that we can discuss? Because there's
anything but politics. I don't want to talk about politics.
Well, I don't want to bring up politics with you. I know where you stand. And I'm on the same side of it, but I try to, whatever,
It's so messed up.
It's the world's crazy. If we can just be a catalyst for love, and I think we can do that.
Yep.
I think the best way to love is that if it's going to be something that's going to not get love out of the reaction of that person, then maybe it's just best to avoid talking about it with that particular person.
Yep.
Find your people, talk about it with your people. You other people, find your other people, talk about
the greatest of these is love.
And the greatest of these
remember
is
that
love.
Always. The greatest of these is love.
I feel
sometimes it's hard.
The only thing I'll say that's semi-political, I guess, is I do see a lot more people now hiding behind the badge of love, when at the same time speaking things that are not love. And
but know you by your fruit.
Yeah.
If you say you're an apple tree and you don't have apples, you ain't an apple tree.
Exactly.
And so if you say you love people and you don't have love coming out of your tree, that's not right.
I agree 100%.
Yep.
I agree 100%. All right. We're gonna have to just start doing some stuff together, man.
Let's do it.
Do some storytelling and song swapping or whatever. I think it'd be a lot. All right, let's get some just fun questions. Just conversation starter type stuff. Let me see here. I took my glasses off for the video. Yes, folks, I wear glasses. I'm old. We know this. All right. If music disappeared tomorrow, what is the most normal person job that you would be terrible at? If music stopped and you were forced to just go take a job that most people probably wouldn't think they're that bad, but that would be the worst job I could ever have.
Man, the worst job I could ever have.
That you'd be the worst at, necessarily.
That I would be the worst at. Gosh, there's probably a long list.
You gotta humble yourself a little bit.
Man. I would say politics.
Yeah.
I couldn't
stomach it.
No.
Yeah.
Because I wear who I am on my sleeve.
Yeah.
I'm me. And if you don't like it, there's the door. Like,
right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I think some of that's come with age and maturity too.
It does.
20 years ago, I want everybody to love me and like me. Now I'm like, you don't like me? I don't care.
At this age,
I'm good in my own skin. I'm good with who I am. And if it's not for you, great. Go find your people.
Exactly. I've got enough friends. I don't have to make new friends.
And I couldn't put up with all the backstabbing and the lying. And I feel like both right and left right now in DC, they're all on the same team.
Right. Yeah.
They want us to be divided, but they're all, look at those idiots, man. They all think they're fighting over something.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
They're playing their own little game.
We are ready for another 1776 moment in this country.
Woo!
That's a different story. That's a different story.
Oh boy. Okay. This is a fun one. So, what's something that most people would be like, really, that bugs you? But it's a minor inconvenience, but it just ruins your day. Just something.
People driving in the left lane.
I saw your post
that are going slow.
Yeah.
Man, the left lane is for people that want to be NASCAR drivers.
Yeah.
And that's me.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to get from point A to point B, the fastest and the safest way. I'm a very safe driver. I don't have any accidents on my record, nothing like that. I do have a couple speeding tickets.
Yeah.
I just took defensive driving when the freeze happened because I had a ticket. But I want to get there. And look, if you want to go slow, that's your deal. I got no problem with that.
Get over there.
Out of the left lane.
Yeah.
The left lane is for professional speedsters. That's us. I got money to pay for a ticket or take defensive driving. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, left lane is for people that got ticket money.
Man, that drives me absolutely insane.
So this is a weird one for me, and it shouldn't bother me because it's none of my business. It bugs me if I am moving pretty good in the left lane, but then you got a lot of the unprotected HOV lanes now, especially like 45 and stuff. And I'm a stickler for rules. And if I see somebody using it as another lane to pass and get back in and pass and get back in, that drives me nuts. Or if I see only one person in that car, I'm like, you ain't supposed to be in that lane.
You're the police, man. You want to be the police.
Oh, man. My wife calls me a Boy Scout. I'm
glad you weren't in my truck on the way up 45 this morning because I did.
Crazy.
There was idiots. I mean, it's Spring, Woodlands. There's idiots right there, and so I did jump in the HOV lane twice.
Okay,
just to pass.
Okay, if you're using it as an idiot avoidance lane, maybe it's okay.
Yeah. No. Don't cancel me, Josh. Don't cancel me. Come on now.
Don't worry, I can't write tickets. They took my ticket book away, so I can't.
The other people that drive me nuts are the cyclists.
Yeah.
Like on Saturday morning. And they've got 16 of them all in, and they're taking up the traffic, and I'm trying to get around them, and they're all wearing these spandex unitards or whatever they call them. And I'm going, look, dude, clearly you're not going for time. So that unitard is probably wasted right now. And right now you look like a can of biscuits that's about to explode out of that thing.
You got to start. That was me that you passed.
Dude, I'm telling you, just wear shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, I've tried that, but the wind resistance, No,
you're not
did.
saving off that much time.
I've never done the group rides, but I did. I used to cycle a lot. It was awesome. I would do 30 miles a day by myself.
That's crazy.
It was crazy, but man, you talking about shredding some weight.
Oh, I'm sure.
It worked because I would go hit the gym and put in a really good workout for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I'd go home, get on the bike, and I'd hit the road. And the route I took ended up being about 15 and a half miles. And then you got to come home, so you got to ride back. But I had an accident, and I was all alone, and nobody stopped to help me, and I was in some pretty rough shape, and I limped my way back to the house, and I said, I will never ride on the road again by myself.
You just settled it. I'm not going to do I was going to take up bicycling, but now I'm not.
Well, now up here we have Spring Creek, all the way from 45 all the way to Humble. You can ride on a paved.
Oh, wow.
It's bigger than a sidewalk, but it's smaller than you could ride on a car. Okay. And it's not on the main road, but it is paved, beautifully paved. I was fixing to go beautiful, but I can't do impressions. But you can go all the way to Humble and back, and that's about 30 miles round trip.
Wow. And
then now they almost have it completed where it'll go to Tomball. So at some point soon, you could ride your bike all the way from Humble to Tomball, and none of it. A couple of them go through like a neighborhood park to connect to the next part of the trailhead.
Yeah.
But I'll do that.
That's cool.
But on the roads, it's unsafe and
it's so dangerous.
It's crazy.
It's dangerous enough just in your own truck.
Yeah.
Much with all the idiots out there driving. A lot of them are transplants, moved here from other states. They don't know how we do it here.
And more coming.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. See, don't worry. There'll be a different podcast for all that stuff. We'll
do that one for sure. We have a lot to say about that one.
Yes. Let's see. What is a completely non-musical, non-political hill you're willing to die on? Besides, people can't be in the left lane if they're slow. You got one?
Non-political, non-musical hill that I'm willing to die on. Yeah. That Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player that's ever played basketball.
Ever played. He's the GOAT.
Ever. He's the GOAT.
All right.
Ever.
I think I can agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But then again, I grew up in the Michael Jordan days.
Those of us that lived in that generation that saw him versus what's on the TV now. I'll be honest, I have not watched an NBA game in over 20 years.
Same. Since the Rockets three-peated,
I
don't think I've watched it.
Yeah. So it probably was early 90s for me, early mid-90s maybe, and that's it.
See, back in the day, though, you didn't see NBA players on their back unless they were like literally got hit. You don't see all the flopping and stuff.
No.
Back then, like, I don't even think there's a picture or video of Michael Jordan.
They were on their back, it's because Bill Lambier from the Detroit Pistons had knocked them on their back.
Exactly.
You know?
But now every time you see them, they're on their back laying down. It's worse than soccer.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's not my favorite sport to watch.
Nope.
It definitely is not.
I like college sports. Occasionally I'll watch an NFL game every now and then, but even then when they did all the kneeling and all that stuff, I was like, you know what, I'm out.
I don't care for NFL. College I got into because we have a personal connection. Shout out to DJ Lagway from Willis, Texas.
DJ just signed with the Bears, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Sick 'em.
Yeah, baby.
Sick 'em Bears.
So I was.
His dad was there, of course. Because I graduated Baylor in 95.
I was going to ask if you knew his dad.
He was there like 97, I think.
Have you ever seen his videos of him carrying all those guys across the end zone? Oh yeah. He's a beast. So I've known DJ because his little brother played with my son in baseball and t-ball. So I've known that family since.
And his little brother just got an offer from Baylor.
Yeah.
So he's cornerback?
He does cornerback. They have him they got weird titles now. I would say just cornerback.
Yeah,
let's just
I think
a
defensive back.
Yeah,
I saw that. But yeah, we're excited to DJ. Going to be at Baylor this year,
it's
and
awesome.
Hopefully kind of resurrect our program. We won the Big 12, I think 2021, and we've just kind of just gone downhill since. So.
Yeah. DJ, dude, that family is gold. They're class act people.
Yep.
DJ at his core is just a good person and a heck of an athlete.
Yep.
So that's gonna be good. And then Baylor, of course, strong Christian values up there and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a good fit. It's gonna be a good fit. And I was forced to be a Gator fan because I was a DJ fan.
Right.
It's a lot easier to be a Baylor fan.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
My lead guitarist went to Baylor too.
Okay.
So
my oldest stepson just graduated last May.
That's right. I remember
he's living still in Waco and working there. Going to be getting married this May that they're in Waco. So
awesome.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of good times in Waco.
Yeah, my only connection to that is I got to play on a stage with Bree Bagwell in the parking lot of the stadium there for some big game they had.
Oh, nice.
But I've never been in the stadium.
Cool. Yeah. It's fun. That wasn't a stadium when I was there. Our stadium was terrible, and our football team was terrible. We were everybody's homecoming date. We played everybody's homecoming. They beat the trash out of us. So it's nice to see them have some success, and it's a beautiful new stadium right out there on the Brazos. It's just beautiful. So.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yep,
man.
it's fun.
Do you follow baseball at all? Or?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
How are we looking this year? Do you know?
With Baylor?
With anybody.
Did you see that Baylor's first game, the first baseman hit 3 grand slams in the first game?
Yes, I did.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Dude.
And of course, Chip and Joanna with Magnolia are now the Baylor baseball sponsor.
Oh, really?
So it's like Baylor baseball at Magnolia Field or something like that. And so they actually contacted me to play. It was during COVID to come and sing the national anthem at their marathon.
Okay.
And it kept getting pushed back and put because of COVID, and they finally just didn't do it. So I was hoping to get to go see Chip and Joanna because Chip, they both went to Baylor too, and Chip played baseball there, and so good folks, good Baylor supporters.
Yeah, so. I couldn't wait to send that video to my son. I was like, dude, 3 grand slams.
Gosh.
But I found it was funny though because somebody said he also tied the record for 12
RBIs.
We're like, yeah.
If you hit 3 grand slams, that's
12 RBIs.
Yeah,
Simple math.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, I love baseball. I mean, mostly because of my kid playing it, but also and I've been involved with it so long. But I'm gonna have to catch a Baylor game.
Yeah,
too.
I usually go back at least once a year and sing the national anthem at a Baylor baseball game. So that's always fun to get to go back and see everybody. I haven't been back since our new coach Mitch is the head coach. I was there a lot when our former coach was there, Coach Rodriguez. But I haven't been back since our new coach took over. So I'm looking forward to meeting him and seeing the kids and all that kind of stuff. So it's awesome. Waco's a good place. I had a lot of good memories there, made a lot of good friends, and definitely kept my Christian values, in place when I could have gone to some other school and kind of gone off the deep end. Yeah. So thankful that that's where God took me, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, man, that absolutely. So besides playing music and obviously fitness, and I know you post a lot of. You cook a lot, it looks like.
I do, but I like to eat. So, it's kind of in my best interest to cook. So, yeah, I do. I wouldn't say all the cooking at our house. My wife cooks as well. But a lot of times I'll cook and, sometimes she'll work longer hours. I do still have a day job. I do construction still during the day. And so we do, remodeling and all kinds of stuff and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. But a lot of times I'll be like, hey, babe, I got dinner. Don't worry about it. Because she'll be on the computer till 6 o'clock. It's like, I'm exhausted. I'm like, I got it. Don't worry. So, so I enjoy cooking and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun.
Yeah. So how many kids? Do you have 4?
We have 4 between us.
Between
so 2
you.
and 2.
Okay.
So, we're a blended family. So we have Anna and then Troy and then Cooper, which is my son. We call him Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
And then Tyler's our youngest. And so Anna is 23. Troy will be 23 in April. He just graduated last year, getting married in May. Coop is 22. He's at Cisco Junior College in Abilene, fixing to transfer to Tarleton.
Okay.
He's going to get a construction management degree from them as well. And then Tyler, our youngest, he turns 19 this Monday, 23rd of February. And then he's getting a petroleum engineering degree at Texas Tech in Lubbock. So
that's great.
Yeah. So the 3 boys are out of the house. One of them's off the payroll. Thank you, Jesus. We get 2 more off the payroll. Man, I might actually buy a new pair of socks or something.
Man, I don't know what you're going to do with all that. I've got a year and a half till I'm an empty nester, and I'm trying to figure out what in the heck I'm going to do with all my time.
It's different. Yeah. It's different. I love being a dad. That's my favorite job, favorite role on the earth is being a dad. And when Coop left to go to college to Abilene, he went to Hardin-Simmons to play football, and it's 6 hours away, and it was like a part of me died. It was really hard. And I know that's where he's supposed to be. I know that's the plan that God has for him. I know at that age he needs to move out. I know all that. But I loved being an everyday dad, and that was taken away from me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. It was awkward.
I'm
used to, even though he could drive, I would go to the games and I would go watch some of the practices, and I was there. I was a part. I was always present in my kids' lives.
Yeah.
And when he's gone, I'm like, I feel like I should be doing something.
Right.
I should be at a practice. I should be at a game.
There's something I should be doing to help him and be part of what he's doing. Yeah. Ooh, man.
It was hard. It was hard.
I've had smaller moments of that,
but
maybe that's we get those to prepare us for the big moments.
Yep.
Of just, I went from being the assistant coach and part of every practice and all that to they go play high school and it's all behind closed doors and you have no idea what's going on, and the kid can come home and complain, man, coach won't let me do this, and part of you has to be like, yeah, but
what did you do?
Yeah. Because when you're there and you're getting to parent them, you're like, make sure you tell the coach this, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. Right. And if you're not there to tell them, you only hope that they remembered some of that on their own. And they finally get it. At least mine did.
They do. They finally figured it out.
Yep.
It took Coop a couple extra years at college he took some time off, didn't go to school, just worked full time. And I said, well, you got to figure it out, dude. I'm not doing it for you. This is your life. And so he's figured it out.
Got to get them ready, man.
Yep.
And that's hard, man. We're in a helicopter parent age.
Big time. My wife still is, and I tell her, I'm like, baby,
Yep.
you're raising men.
Yeah.
You're not raising little babies.
Yep.
You've got to let them go and let them do stuff. They can do it.
Yep.
Just let them do it. And so it's hard because we want to take care of them.
It is. And I saw a meme today, and I don't know if I'll remember it correctly, but basically it was talking about Gen Xers. The forgotten generation. Yes, Gen X exists. We're here.
We're here.
We are.
We're right here.
Yeah, we're actually here.
The best generation ever.
Not boomers. That's the generation before us, by the way.
Yeah, and they weren't bad.
No.
But they're not Gen X.
So, but it was talking about Gen Xers. It was like, I'm going out to play. And they're like, okay, check. Or you as a Gen X parent, your kid says, I'm going out to play. Okay, check in every 30 minutes so that I know that you're safe. Us, when we're kids, telling your parents, Mom, me and Billy are going to go to the dump. We heard they found a dead body. Okay, well, y'all be safe, and don't you dare bring a dead body back to this house.
Right.
That's the difference.
Oh, man.
We were raised
kicked, we were
different.
kicked out of the house
Yeah.
after break, like in the summertime when school was out, kicked out of the house as soon as breakfast was over. You'd come back in for lunch. You didn't come back in to drink water. You drank out of the hose.
You drank out of the hose.
And we rode our bikes all over the place. Our parents never knew where we were. We had no cell phones, no trackers.
Yep.
And then you come in for dinner, and you go back out and play. And as soon as either the street lights came on or Dad would go out and whistle, you knew it was time to come home, take a bath, and go to bed.
Exactly.
That was it. I mean, that was it.
That was it. See, and mine's the same but different because I grew up on 400-acre dairy farm.
Right.
I didn't have street lights. But same, we would go out. We would leave the house after breakfast with machetes and hatchets and 22s.
Oh, yeah.
7, 8 years old, and we'd walk out, and they're like, they wouldn't even ask where we were going because we were on the farm. We didn't have to really. I mean, we're going to be somewhere. All we had to do was listen for the horn. If the horn beeped 3 times, then we had to make our way back, or else they'd come looking for us. But it was so weird, And now,
such a different day and time.
Yeah, I could be standing right next to my kid holding a machete, and I'm going to be sitting there telling him, "Be careful, be careful,
right.
now be careful." Like, no, the only way you learn to be careful is by cutting yourself.
Yeah,
You don't want to do it again.
Yeah, make sure hopefully it's not lethal.
Yeah, exactly.
Permanence.
Exactly. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
But somehow back then it didn't seem to be that way. I mean, I'm mostly normal, right?
For the most part. Yeah, right.
Oh man.
I still got scars. They're all right.
Yeah. Give me one thing. I'm thinking of this off the top of my head. Give me one thing from your childhood that kids these days miss out. Like you had it then or you didn't have it then. Maybe the lack of something that nowadays you just think kids are missing out. And
family reunions.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to have yearly family reunions, whether it was with my mom and my mom's side of the family or my dad's side of the family, where everybody would go, once a year, and everybody brought, your casseroles and your covered dishes and all that kind of stuff. And you'd meet cousins and people that you didn't really know, but you knew them every year, you're going to meet. And like, we used to do that all the time. And I don't think we've ever done that with my kids.
Yeah.
We've never gone to a family reunion. So we try to go see them, but it's not always the extended family that you don't see. And so, I just think that's kind of gone by the wayside. And sometimes, I don't know about you, but we would go to a church and there was a cemetery there and a lot of our relatives were buried there. So we'd go and see Uncle so-and-so and great aunt so-and-so and great whoever. And you go, this person was married. You'd find out about your family lineage from a lot of that.
And you cared.
Yeah.
As a kid, you actually were interested in it.
Your name meant something.
Yeah.
You saw that headstone has the same name as my last name.
Right.
And so, and that name means something. I've got a song on our last album called My Last Name.
Yeah.
And it just basically talks about that. When I get dead and gone, I hope that I can look back because, typically when you get married, your wife takes your last name and your kids take your last name, but you didn't really do anything for that.
Right.
It's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah. That was a circumstance.
Yeah. But I hope, and I always say this, I hope and pray that when I get done with my life, I can look back and say that I gave my wife and kids way more than just my last name.
That's awesome.
That legacy and who you are going forward as a family, that's what that last name means.
Amen, brother.
And so I just feel like people miss out on those family reunions.
Yeah. So I didn't have family reunions growing up mainly because it was a farm life type situation, right. Dairy farm, 24/7, 365. You just always there. We had one, and we went somewhere out in New Braunfels, I'm sure, because there was a river, and stopped at some gator farm at one point. And that was the only one my family had.
Yeah.
Then I met my wife, and I was blown away. Her family reunion every year was yes, that happened, and everybody from all parts of the country came in.
Yep.
But also, if one of them stubbed their toe and went to the hospital to get X-rays, that lobby was full of family.
Yep.
Everybody was there.
Yep.
And they every holiday they had something they got together. And some grandparents have passed, and some things have happened. Some glue has been removed, I guess, and it's gotten smaller, but they still do a family reunion every year.
Nice.
Much smaller group of folks.
But a lot of it has to do with this now.
It does.
We're not personally connected relationship-wise. We're texting or emailing or whatever, and it's like that doesn't take the place of the FaceTime and getting to see people. And I told my kids, I said, I worry about your generation when it comes to personal relationships because y'all will be on a date and you're both on your phone and you're not even texting each other.
Right. You're
texting people that aren't even there.
Right.
You got a warm body right in front of you. And as a boy, I want you to date girls. I want you to learn women. I want you to learn how to communicate.
Yep.
All this is preparing you for your forever marriage person.
Yeah.
But if all you're doing is on your phone, you're not learning squat, man.
Nothing at all. And
then when you do get into a marriage relationship and you're having a hard time or whatever, communication is a huge deal. If you don't know how to communicate, you're going to have a hard marriage.
You are.
So you're going to have a lot more divorces in that generation, And they're also just a throwaway generation.
Yeah.
They just, iPhone, it's brand new. They got a new one that came out 2 months ago. I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
They
very disposable.
Yes. And so I feel like they're going to be that way with their relationships as well. So it's just, it hurts for me to see, some of that stuff going forward.
I have a concept of a song that I've been sitting on for a long time that I wanted to write, and I've just been waiting for the right way to do it. And it's based on, they don't make classics anymore. Not just music, not just movies, not just cars, but exactly kind of what you're leading into there. There's nothing made to last anymore. Yep. And it sucks that it's starting to get into us and our personas and our relationships too. The culture, the society, whatever you want to call it, it's not building us up to be people to stay in one place too long or stay with one person too long. We're fighting against that.
we stand at the microwave and say, hurry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't get any faster than that, dude.
It doesn't.
The microwave is it. And we're so impatient that we want it so much that we're like, really 2 minutes for a bag of popcorn? Right. This is ridiculous. And I'm going, 2 minutes? We used to do it on the pot, dude, in the stove with oil and everything in the pan. And what?
Or if you were fancy, you had Jiffy Pop.
Right. But I'm like, this is crazy.
Louis C.K. has a joke about that with talking about people being bothered by, they have their phone, they have a computer in their hand that can send a signal to outer space and then send it back down to Earth to anywhere you want it to go. Mm-hmm. And if it sends or you're waiting for longer than 30 seconds, you get mad at it. It's like, give it a second. Yeah. It's going to outer space.
Right.
You know?
Why hasn't he texted back yet?
Yeah. Dude, this airplane doesn't have Wi-Fi. It's like, oh, are you mad your magic phone can't work while you're sitting in a chair at 30,000 feet going
600 miles an hour?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I know.
You're upset by that?
I know.
Come on.
We are so spoiled.
We are.
And I think our generation, maybe some of the boomers, we've seen the most, I would say, technological advancements. Mm-hmm. Because my first car had an 8-track player.
Right.
My kid's like, what is an 8-track player?
Right.
Then you go into the cassette. Mm-hmm. Then you go into the CD. Mm-hmm. And they're like, what is all this? Mm-hmm. I'm going, bro, this is what life. You want to talk about video games?
Yeah.
I had the first Atari.
Well, yeah.
The graphics were horrible.
We had Pong, baby. We played that all.
It's just like, but we've seen so, and then, you go into medical, all kinds of, we've seen so much revolutionized in our lifetime.
Just the fact, we could watch spy movies back in the day, Inspector Gadget. Think about Inspector Gadget cartoons when we were kids. Yeah. And all the cool gadgets they had that were like, wow. And now I can talk into my phone just like a spy.
I made it through college without the internet.
That's crazy.
They're like, how did you do research papers?
Yeah.
A little thing called microfiche and a library and encyclopedias.
You're talking crazy right now.
They're like, what is microfiche? Like, do you have to get a license for that? I'm like, no, you don't fish it out of the pond, you dummy.
No, no.
They're like, what in the world? I'm like, yeah, overhead projectors, all kinds of like, oh my gosh. I'm like, dude, when I did a research paper, it was research. I didn't have AI. I go, hey, write me a paper on da-da-da-da. They spit it out for you.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh my gosh. I didn't have email in college.
It's crazy.
We didn't have that.
No.
We didn't have cell phones in college. Mm-mm. So our generation has seen a lot.
We have.
And I think some of that it's like, my childhood was way better than my kids' childhood.
Oh, yeah.
Not because I was poor or we were rich or whatever. It was because we went outside and we played stickball and we made up our own games. We played Smear the Queer, with football back then. We were out with the kids. We were out with the relationships. And now the kids are like, I'm not going outside. I'm going to sweat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what?
No, we had better childhoods. They might
way
have
better.
More comfortable with better gadgets.
You get a playing card and you somehow tape it to the inside of the spokes of your bicycle.
To make it sound like a motorcycle.
Like a motorcycle, dude. Come on. That was legit stuff back then.
Yes, it was.
They're like, that sounds so dumb. I'm like, oh, whatever.
And we loved it.
We did.
We absolutely loved it. You were never bored.
You get a bicycle and you get a ski rope and somebody on a skateboard.
Oh, yeah.
And you were pulling people all over the place, dude.
You were.
I
did that. I'm guilty of that. Do you remember the movie Gleaming the Cube that came out, the skateboard movie? It was a skateboard movie. It had a bunch of, I think young Tony Hawk might have been in it. Either way, I think Christian Slater was in it, actually. Okay. But it was all about these skateboarders, guys, and brother gets abducted, and they're trying to find him, but they're just a bunch of punk skateboarders. I
remember Rad. You remember Rad?
Rad was great, too.
I bought that DVD and showed it to my kids. They're like, oh, my gosh, this is so cool. This is what movies were really like back in the day.
But they were grabbing onto the back of pickup trucks and skateboarding, and I would do that when I went to my friend's
houses. Back to the Future.
Yeah, he did that.
Michael J. Fox did that, yeah.
So I had friends that lived in neighborhoods, and I'd go up there, and I was a skater boy for a while. In fact, a friend of mine just reminded me of that on Facebook.
I see pictures.
I asked people how they knew me, like how long we've been friends, how they knew me, and she's like, I knew you when you were a skater boy. That was 6th grade, by the way.
Wow.
That's a long time. And I had the bangs down here. I had the Bugle Boy pants, and I was totally...
chick
skater.
Magnet right there.
No, probably not. Probably not. Magnet, yes, but the opposite side where it propels it away. Yeah. But yeah. Well, man, I think we're gonna run out of time here on my devices. So we'll probably,
good, man. I appreciate you having me
up. Yeah. So once more, the new single is "I Love Jesus, but I Drink a Little." You know why I like that so much? Because that's my dad.
Yeah?
It's me too. But overall, like when I first saw the title of the song, I thought of my dad because my dad is a good old boy, country boy, been a dairy farmer his whole life. And he's the only one I know that'll drop F-bombs while he prays.
Wow.
But he's so sincere and so legit. And in fact, I told Dylan that story the other day. And he goes, well, Josh, God already knows it's in your head. You might as well say it out loud,
Yeah. But he knows the heart.
It's just a true, I find that to just be very honest way to describe that. Yeah, I'm a Christian, but I'm real.
Yeah. 100%.
There's no point in being fake about it.
Yep.
Again, God knows your heart anyway. So I really resonated with the song title for sure.
Well, I always look at, like, to me, one of the greatest heroes in the Bible for me is David, King David, and he was a man after God's own heart. He wrote the Psalms. I mean, he did so much, but he had an affair with Bathsheba. He had her husband killed. I mean, he messed up.
Yeah.
I'm looking at going, gosh, man, if King David was a man after God's own heart, I should stop beating myself up.
Right.
When I slip up and say a bad word or whatever,
you're doing your best.
Yeah, I mean, God knows my heart and he knows I love people, but there's some people I just want to beat the crap out of. It's just
I love Jesus, but I fight a little.
Right. That'll be the second song coming out. Yeah,
that's
the
next
sequel.
One. That'll be the sequel.
But,
oh, man. Well, tell everybody again one more time, Cooper Wade Music is your website, right?
Yep, cooperwade.com is our website, and then you find us, Cooper Wade Music is usually our handles on all the social medias.
Yeah.
But follow us along, man. Come and see us show. I love to come out and shake people's hand and give them a hug. Thank them for coming out. It's very, very personable. But we just love seeing people.
Absolutely.
COVID was hard doing concerts out of the living room with nobody there. So we love seeing real people out there. So come out and see us, hang out with us.
Cool, man. Well,
download the new single.
Yes.
That always helps us. We're trying to get in venues all over Texas and even outside. We're talking to some folks in Arizona right now. So hopefully we'll get out and do some more stuff. But come and see us, man. We love it.
Awesome. Go see Cooper, and then don't forget to tell everybody about this podcast because it's a lot of fun to do. But I need people watching it for it to be. Well, otherwise, it's just my own personal collection, right?
That's right.
Which isn't a bad collection to have. But anyway, thanks for stopping by for another episode of This Week in Texas Music. I'm Josh Fuller. This is, of course, Cooper Wade.
Thank y'all.
Well, that'll do it for another This Week in Texas Music. We'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. We'd like to thank our guests. We'd like to thank you, the listener, out there. Don't forget to share this podcast with your friends and family. Don't forget to share it on social media. Help us get those likes and get those subscriptions up. Make this thing a big deal. We would love that. You always make us feel like a big deal no matter what, no matter how many followers we get. So we appreciate y'all being along for the ride. Thank you for letting us be the soundtrack to your Saturday night or whatever night. Since you're listening to it on a podcast, do whatever you want. We're just glad that you're doing it with us. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.